And we're live.
I've been looking to add some more workout equipment in my gym. I want to get a bunch of dumbbells, but the price of ordering a ton of dumbbells and like the set and everything, even used, I was looking on eBay and Craigslist today. It's like $2,000 if you want the whole setup from like 50 pounds to 110 pounds or what all that. I found this and I'm still looking them up. It's adjustable dumbbells. And it goes, the power block. It goes 5 to 90 pounds, and it's $627 for a pair of these.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, but then you compare that to like if you want full sets of regular dumbbells, this is actually way fucking cheaper. I would just be concerned about. I would be putting these things through a ton of wear and tear. I'd be using them most days. Like, I don't know. I need to read more reviews.
I have some thoughts on this because I went through this buying process before you, and I think your decision should be made on space. If you have the space for a rack of dumbbells, they will literally outlast you, your children, and your grandchildren. This is a buy it once, buy it nice, or buy it twice thing.
True.
And I suspect that you'll really value the ability to just put one down and grab a different weight as opposed to this setup. And I looked at all of them. All of them have like some sort of problem. Like,
yeah.
You know,
the Bowflex one has a couple problems.
Like this one's fine, except, you know, the weight is ginormous and it's kind of unbalanced for what you'd expect for a 15 to be, or like whatever it is. Because it's like, it's the size of the biggest one, but, you know, it's the volume of the biggest one, but you have to hold it in a weird way. Or like I'm looking at this. What do you grab it in the middle of that stack? Yeah,
you grab it in the middle of the stack.
You might not want your wrist
you can't do as many
for something.
You can't do as many exercises with some of the shape like that.
That's true. Yeah, I just
changing the weights is a pain in the ass on some of these. Like you have to, like you know how you put a bolt through a couple things and you have to line all those holes up. A lot of them work on a principle that's similar to that. So you're going to have to get this bolt through like 6 things and get the ones and not get the others to pull it out and get the proper weight. Some of them changing the weights involves both sides, so it's like a double pain in the ass. And in the end, even though it stores really well, I was like, no, I just got a big old Home Depot rack and a set, and it's more expensive for you than me because you're so strong. Like I think mine stop at 55 pounds, which I think is okay for me for everything but like maybe farmer's carries or something. Like it, you know, I don't.
Yeah, I would definitely want the 0 to 90 one so I could feel like I'm covered for the most part. But so, like,
yeah, it goes by weight. So like the 5s and the 10s are just a little more than free. But when you add like the 60s and 65s and 70s, it's like, fuck it. Like 0 to 55 is, I'll make it up, you know, $300. 55 to 100, another 1,000. It's like, because there's all that volume.
You go 0, if you want one of the 55 or up to 50 pounds of this, it's only like $330. Up to 70, $480, but I would want more than that. Then you go up to 90, $690 or $690, $670, whatever it is. Like, yeah, I have a ton of space in my workout room, so I guess I will just maybe buy them more piecemeal because the weights I want right now, like I want.
Oh, if you consider buying piecemeal, do look ahead at the shipping prices too, because it might be a, you know, cry once, buy once, cry once kind of thing. Like the shipping might not be that much more. I'm not saying it well, but let's say you bought the 55. Shipping is an extra 100. And then if you were to buy that all at once, shipping's $150. Instead, you're going to pay like another 100 and another 100 because you bought it 3 times.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like a good way to get dumbbells when they're in stock, like just actual dumbbells, is Titan Fitness because they have free shipping on any item. And so I ordered right around 1,000 pounds of shit from them, free shipping. You know, and way, way cheaper than Rogue. I can't imagine who had to deliver on that. I don't use Facebook, but I told my girlfriend to check Facebook Marketplace, and I'm checking like the Play It Again Sports around here. I did find one today that was selling like 2 75-pound dumbbells for like $1.15 a pound.
What happens in my area is Facebook Marketplace has gyms going out of business, so they're used, but
who cares?
I don't even understand what a used weight lost, right? And but they're like pro quality.
Only lifted 10 times. Good. I don't want a worn out one.
But if I were to have gone that route, I think I would have paid about the same. And like the gym ones are just coated with like a better rubber, and like they're at the highest end. I know you're just picking them up, but it's better.
They have like that neoprene stuff on it or whatever it is that feels.
To me,
really
the
nice.
most important thing is what you're gripping, how knurled it is, and the shape of it. I like it if there's a palm swell, like if it's bigger in the center and then it sort of tapers down.
You'd like mine, I think. Mine's what Kyle describes. And I really like that the weight itself is like rubber on the outside. I think that's common now, but back in the day, they used to be all metal, and it just scarred anything you put it on. If it touched the drywall even the slightest amount, it like cuts it. Whereas if it's rubber,
and I'm gonna drop them too. Like if I'm like sitting doing like seated presses or something with a lot of weight, I don't even think it's safe to like slowly lower that down and then for my shoulders. I think I just need to like drop them to the floor to keep from tearing something.
You always do the swing, like the swing back. But if you're doing real heavy, that's risky business.
Yeah, if they're 65s, I don't want to do that.
But if you're alone, and I'm alone down there, I can make a real mess.
Yeah, I'm always going to be alone.
Yeah, I guess you guys convinced me. I could totally see myself spending $650 on that and then not liking it that much and then being like, well, I'm not buying dumbbells now because I just did this. So,
and then you suffer with them for 6 years before you finally do. and it didn't get you. It just didn't.
You can get a ton done with just my barbell and kettlebell setup and like my dip stuff, my farmer's carry handles, but I just really want some nice dumbbells. I could really get better activation on a lot of stuff.
I've been pitching the dumbbells to you for a while. Sorry, cut you off. And I think at the time you were really happy with your kettlebells, but I like the dumbbells and I like changing the weights. It's really like I might do incrementing weights for bicep curls, like 3 sets. I don't do 5. And I just put one down and grab the next. And that's so much nicer than say the thing. And if I work out with Colin, it's so great for me to grab my weight, him to grab his, as opposed to like breaking down the bar each time we switch.
That's very true. That is a pain in the ass. Like when my girlfriend and I do work out in the basement together and she'll do squats or whatever. Like,
oh, you must have dramatically different weights.
It's a little different. And so, if she's having leg day and I'm doing, upper body day down there, it's kind of like she'll need help, like getting like she
to put the 45s on.
Yeah. Like
Colin started that way.
Women have trouble with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Colin, he can do it now, but at first he couldn't put 45s on. And it's like, this is my rest between sets. So.
I like that, like the first bit where you're loading the bar for something and you're picking up the 45s and you're like, I'm already working out, where you're picking it up and kind of flip it in your hand and throw it on there. I bought I got all my shit from Titan Fitness in my basement for the most part, not the kettlebells.
One. It's like Rogue, but it's cheaper, right?
It's like Rogue, but it's way fucking cheaper. And it's also like, it's going to make you want to kill yourself putting it together because it is the heaviest adamantium on earth. And every tiny little piece needs to be screwed together. Like you buy a Rogue, that shit comes in like 2 pieces and you just grab the frame and drill it in together. Okay. But also a Rogue version of the power rack I have was like $1,300. And the one I got, I think was like $550.
I would want a cable, like a full cable machine setup where you've got the 2 stacks of plates.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I have like in between. And so I have a cable, but you put plates on the side. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to set the weights. It's like behind it and on the ground. But the bigger problem I have is that like a good cable machine, like say you're doing lat pull downs, I need a pad on my thighs to hold me there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mine doesn't have that. So like I'm like, what am I doing exactly? I tried hooking my feet like under the bench, and after a while it's like, well, you can only do lat pull downs if you pull down less than you weigh, and I just switched to pull ups and shit.
And that's not helpful. Yeah. You can just like you're gonna have to like set 45-pound plates on your lap while you do it.
And then
that'll never go wrong.
Balance,
you'll be leaning forward and fall on your toes and destroy the machine. Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah. So you
get straps like what you use to move like a refrigerator in the back of your car.
Strap yourself to the bench.
Yeah, strap yourself to the bench.
So I like pull down. Like I've been to real gyms as opposed to, but it's a home gym. Usually the rest of the apparatus around the cable isn't there.
Yeah, it's you're gonna have to spend like $3,500, I think, to get a legitimate cable set up because you really want that who makes it Spartan Matrix. You want that like full matrix system where it like on one side it's got cables on 4 sides of each post.
Is that the one where you do like chest flies and shit?
You can do the chest flies, yeah. You can get between, do chest flies, but then like the cables that you're pulling from are all adjustable, so you can drop them all the way to the bottom to do lat raises or whatever you want to do.
I considered that machine, and in the end, I was like, I don't think I need it. I can get the. I don't know. It's more of a want than a need. But really, the biggest thing was my room wasn't big enough. Like you have to have a lot of space.
It's big.
You have that
probably
and a
25 feet wide at least, and then 8-9 feet tall.
If you pack your room too tightly, then everything becomes like a put away before you use it, right? I've got an empty spot now for deadlifts or Romanian deadlifts. And I would hate to have to like clean up that area every time I did it. Like that would suck.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, they got a cable machine on here for $2,400 on Amazon.
What is it called? I'll look at it.
It is.
Just link it. Yeah.
It's the X-Mark functional trainer cable machine with dual 200-pound weight stacks.
See, yeah, I'm familiar with these. The problem with this though is like the cables aren't wide enough apart to do crossovers effectively.
Oh, I thought those little side things you could like tick them out.
Still, it's not enough. Like
it's hard for me to tell how big.
I need to start out here and come all the way in. Like there's no way that's gonna work. I don't know. I like the one where there's 2 stacks. Really spread apart, and you grab one handle and you've actually got to start lifting the weights and stretching to grab the other, and by the end it looks you're just kind of being pulled apart. Yeah. Like when you're just relaxed, you're being pulled apart.
What does Athlete X have?
He may use matrix stuff.
Let's see the cable. I bet Rogue has some real nice expensive cable stuff.
You think? I think of them as more simple machines, but you're probably right.
They got a Cable One tower. It's only one tower, and it's $2,500. It looks great.
And you've got like 295. You can do 295 pounds on those plate stacks, but then it's got the room on top to add. Huh?
Per hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, but you can go more. But then you've got like the poles on top, so you can slide the 5s on. Like you got 2 poles, so you can put like 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 more pounds.
Oh, good, because I didn't want to be limited by 295 pounds per arm.
You get a 335 per arm. Now all of a sudden you're
sometimes when I get a good pump on,
you're gonna need at least a good 340 to really get a pump going and rip your body apart like you're a medieval witch.
I feel like some of this Rogue Fitness stuff, it's like, hey, we got brand new plates, 10-pound plates, $55. They're like, let's just see who.
Just join a gym, man. I've got some equipment. I'm sure both of you have better equipment than me, but I've got a power rack and I've got a bench press and I've got, I don't know, 300 pounds worth of plates and stuff like that. But it seems like a gym is just the way to go, where you pay somebody $20 a month. And I mean, if you want to, you can just walk away and leave all that shit sitting on the floor. Nobody will notice.
Nobody's gonna know. You're just the rudest gym goer ever.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You're power cleaning, throw it down, and just walk to the next station. It's just bouncing off.
Don't even throw it down, like down and away.
Roll across the gym. Away, just rolling into something.
If you push the bar away, you get a little bit of upper chest activation.
Some guy's doing a deadlift, and it just cleans his ankles out from under him.
Women getting their cardio in a
I turn and look at a little girl like, whoa, what would you do? What? Can you believe that? Fuck.
Whoa, you're playing Game Boy in the squat rack? What's going on?
Can you believe she just threw 180 pounds at you? Fuck. She doesn't look that strong. I don't know if I'd mess with her.
Yeah, she's tough. Anyway, I got to go to my other gym. At least get here. Yeah, well, all right. I'm just going to buy the regular dumbbells. And like, I know going to a gym, like you have access to everything, but also it's like, I get a lot of personal joy out of being able to do it on my own time every single day, where it's like, I'm going to go to my little station. I got all my weights, got all my setup, everything. I should send a picture to you guys. It's grown a bit. I got a lot of shit down there, and I've got like my TV, my laptop hooked up to the TV, HDMI. I watch whatever shows I want, put on some Family Guy, put on music, and it's cathartic and relaxing, like just to be in your own house. Like I got to take a shit, I got to piss in the middle of it.
But it's Cardi B blasting. It's Cardi B blasting the whole time talking about her wet ass pussy.
No, I'm listening to Ben
and there's no way to turn it down.
I think
that's a selling point.
Is there a water fountain there that tastes like chlorine?
No, I'm cursed with clean fridge water. Yeah.
I also like being alone. One thing I really like is going from the gym to the pool. Like I'll finish sometimes the gym just wasted and tip over into the pool and wake up again. Like that's a really good experience for me.
After like 4 out of 5 workouts now, like it's not a pool, but like I get in my tub in my master bath and I take like a nice magnesium bath and like with the salt and everything.
Magnesium sulfate.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm picturing a mercury bath.
No,
you pour a bunch of magnesium salt in there and it dissolves and it's supposed to be like really, really good for you. And I can tell a difference after I work out now. Like if I hop right in there, I soak for a bit. And then I hop out. Like I do feel looser.
I choose to believe you're bathing in liquid metal. Just like mercury
sulfate. It's you can buy it. Where do you buy your magnesium sulfate?
Amazon.
Do you get the 20-pound bags?
Yep.
The
huge ones, and those last less time than you would think because I really like to dump that shit in there. Like I'll be in the middle of it, and it like congeals into a salt ball in there sometimes, and so you'll like
you gotta stomp it out,
and it'll be like trickle, 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 like little bits of salt, and you're like, give it a shake, and then something the size of my head rolls into your bath, and it's like, fuck. Well, this bag's almost done. This is gonna be a very salty bath.
It's gonna be a salty one.
The tub's full.
But like, there's been times I get in there and I'll like move my feet on the bottom of it, and it's just grit, and I'm like,
you gotta get in. You gotta get in first and like do that little dance where you dissolve all the salt away.
Oh, I'm saying that I've accidentally added so much that like.
It won't take it.
It will not take it. Like
what is that called? Super solidified or super saturated?
It's like the fucking Dead Sea in there. I'm floating on top of this shit.
It is. I'm floating against.
Do you notice a buoyancy difference? Am I going?
Yeah, if you get enough in there, yeah, absolutely.
You probably would.
I've never heard of this. I suspect it's not for people with septic systems.
Yeah, it won't hurt anything. It's just salt.
Yeah, it's just a big bag of salt.
It wouldn't kill whatever bacteria is in there eating the poop or something?
They love it.
I wouldn't think so. Like the magnesium salt, you can take baths in it, which is all I've ever done.
Just called it the Dead Sea.
The other instruction is like add 2 tablespoons of it into warm water and then swish it around and drink it. And it's supposed to like immediately clear you out and make you have to shit.
Yeah, that's diarrhea mania. You don't want to do that.
I'm just saying that's something that it says on the container, take this amount and it'll do it,
Yeah. 104-degree bath burns as many calories as a 30-minute walk.
How long do you have? A 30-minute bath at 104? You mean?
It's either a 30-minute bath or a 1-hour bath. I think it was 30 minutes. I think it's like 200 calories.
That's a long.
Let's go the other way.
A 30-minute walk does not burn 200 calories. No way.
I suspect if you had like a cold bath, it'd burn even more. Like a 65-degree bath would burn some.
Nobody likes that though, Woody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You're burning calories like a motherfucker because your body's fighting to survive and keep your core temperature up.
This is great. So much
chick
better
on my
than a
swim
jog.
team. Freshman year, she was hot, but she just could have been a little thinner. Her body fat was higher than ideal, which in swimming doesn't punish you as much as other sports. But anyway, just a little on the chub side for a college athlete. Over the summer, she coached a swim team at a lake and just shivered her ass off all summer, every morning, and came back smoking hot. Super thin.
Point proven. Science myth busted.
Yeah.
She also developed an eating disorder. But man, she was hot.
She put it on the swimming thing too. She said
her teeth were fucked though. We don't know why.
Yeah, she just shivered.
She came back a lot skinnier. A lot of bloody noses though.
My back is almost better. Like there are times when it doesn't even bother me. Yeah. I've been started doing, I don't know, regular movements and gym stuff.
Almost again. Young man back.
Yeah, almost.
I went to the chiropractor. I loved it. I hadn't been in so long. I've been watching these YouTube videos of this guy who adjusts like celebrities and MMA fighters and stuff, and watching his videos, and I was like, I'm going. I gotta fucking go. Not to him. He's in Albuquerque. but I went to somebody local. It's so nice.
I've seen those.
So fucking nice.
Seen that guy. I think he did Diego. He was a big reactor. Some of them, sometimes I worry a little bit. Like, he puts the strap around the neck and like extends their, yeah, and it's a little violent. And afterwards, the people are in a state of shock. Like,
yeah, it's great. That's my favorite adjustment, by the way. When they pull your head straight away from your body, that and when they like crank it to the left and to the right, those are my two favorite adjustments. I also like the one where you sort of like roll over half, and he puts his palm like above your butt cheek and sort of pushes your hip over. Oh, that feels super good.
With my bad back, I don't know if that would instantly cure it or wreck me right now.
It's a coin flip.
It makes me feel so much better whenever I do it. Did you ever use a foam roller on your back?
No, I mean I have, but I haven't been. I should say.
I've done it on my thighs, like after squatting or like hamstrings. Really, I hate it. I just hate it.
Yeah, I like to do it on my my back. My back cracks like crazy. I do it every day, and my back just crack.
What kind do you have? Like the kind with the nodes on it, or just the flat one?
No, I hate the nodes. That's bullshit. I've just got like a regular hard foam roller that's maybe 9 inches, 10 inches.
What are the nodes?
Pretty small one.
That thing like Joe Lozon had, that's like instead of just a perfectly round sphere, it's got like I don't know, like bumps all over it, like these hard chunks that it's meant to like really bear down on like quads and hamstrings if you're trying to get all the lactic acid out. Mm-hmm. And that is effective, but it is torturous.
Yeah, it feels terrible. I'd rather just be sore.
Oh, mine seems in between, and I feel like you'd like mine just fine. You'd be like, yeah, these have nodes, but they don't do anything.
If it's just like little lateral ridge things, those aren't too bad. But yeah, the smooth ones are the optimal. I don't even have one right now. I haven't used one.
Remember when we'd be at paintball and I'd get you to like step on my back, how much it would crack?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely cracked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that I have. I've had it for ages. And the pattern into it doesn't do anything. Like it might as well be right.
Yeah, I see that. I like the smooth ones. I think this would be fine though.
Yeah, this is like a bunch of options.
But I do it every day to my back, and it always cracks. And it's always like a huge relief. Like it'll feel like really sore in like the middle upper part of my back whenever I like try to like stand up straight, and just cracking, I can feel it like really release, and like the pain goes away right away.
Yeah, maybe I should buy one right after my $2,000 dumbbell collection.
They'll probably throw one in for free at that point, dude. Maybe mention that. Could you throw in a foam roller?
So you get
the Alpha series is $475.
So you're looking at the Titan dumbbell set right now? Is that what we're talking about?
If I'm going to buy a new... Well, the problem with Titan is that because they make cheap stuff and it's free shipping, they are sold out of everything 24/7. And so like you have to have them bookmarked, and then every couple days I'll pop in and be like, oh, are the 70-pound dumbbells in? The 75-pound dumbbell? Nope, sold out. And then a lot of the times you'll get in there and it'll be like one available. And so you'll have to buy one. And so like it's real cheap. Basically, their entire business model is make everything as close as you can to Rogue Fitness, but undercut them on everything, make it way harder to put together so it's cheaper to produce and ship. And they really are probably doing some serious damage to Rogue in the home gym market.
What about the loadable ones? You know, the ones where you've got like an Olympic style, what do you call it, on the ends? And then you just...
collar.
Yeah, the
collar. Yeah, you got like an Olympic collar, and you can just slide your existing weight plates on there.
So I had one of those, or I was looking at those, but... Well, first of all, that was choice one, but those were on Rogue Fitness all sold out. And in order to get like as many weight plates as you would potentially want, unless you want like a big like 30-pound, 35-pound plate on there being awkward, like you need the 20-inch ones. And like you couldn't even do like touch those above your head. Like the collar is so long. And so at this point, I'm pretty much sold on what you guys said. Like I would much rather the regular size dumbbells, just standard used. I don't give a shit where I buy them, whatever the cheapest is. Yeah, it seems like no matter where you go, you're not going to get it cheaper than like $1.25, $1.15 a pound, even used. Unless it's some dude trying to clear it out of his garage, which every once in a while happens, which is fortunate.
If you could find like a gym that was going out of business, they just and you could just walk in there and be like, and like, can I take this stuff off your hands? I'll pick it up, put it in my car, and leave. How much cash? That seems like such an ideal scenario.
I'll look around
because you find that on Facebook, but not exactly that. You find middlemen who have like bought stuff out of gym and then they sell it to regular people.
Yeah, if you get like an estate sale or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, not a lot of dead guys with Taylor-like weights, probably.
Probably not. Or you could just join a gym under an assumed identity and then just steal all their stuff in the dead of night.
You didn't even think of that, Taylor. See?
This.
Out of the box.
I just farmer's walk right out of the gym directly to my trunk, put it in, come in like I'm getting ready for another workout, shaking it out, grab the next weight up, and then just I bet I could steal a good amount before they stopped me.
Oh, there are 24-hour gyms. You could go in there late at night when no one is there. You could clean the place out.
Can you farmers walk 105 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you could steal the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25s, and 30s at once. I calculated it. I'll work out the math for your next trip. You're going to get yourself a 30, 35, and 40? Go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, it's a good idea in theory.
It's an illegal life pro tip.
Go to a gym, fucking steal everything.
Illegal pro life tip. Yeah, I like that subreddit. You ever see that?
Illegal life pro tip?
Illegal pro life tips. So it's like things you can do that are against the law that are great life tips. Like pretty much like stealing all your weights from the gym under an assumed identity. Like getting like a guest pass so they don't know who the fuck you are. Then going in with your COVID-19 mask and just cleaning the place out at 4 a.m.
Well, yeah, no, my COVID mask is a balaclava. Don't ask questions.
Dude, you could walk around with a balaclava and nobody would fucking flinch these days.
Yeah, it is August.
No one would say a word. You wear some aviators and a big fucking mask.
That would be funny.
Everybody's like, look, he's looking out for me. Meanwhile, you're stealing $2,500 worth of dumbbells in the dead of night.
This is a solid idea, Taylor. Film it too. Be funny.
This is good.
Yeah, film it. Put it on TikTok.